Hey, what's up, everybody? Another year of Hot Wheels has come and gone, so you know what that means. It's time to check out all the 12 red editions of 2025. This is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey coming at you guys with another episode of Let's Check Out Some Diecast. The red editions are exclusive to Targets in the United States, and they've been going strong for like 9 years now. So 2025 is the ninth year. So next year will be the 10th year. I hope they bring some super cool castings to commemorate the 10th year of red editions. So we have 12 models here, starting from a 90 Honda Civic EF, a custom Cadillac Fleetwood small block, a 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel, Mercedes-Benz 500E, a Datsun 240Z, a Lamborghini Huracan Sterato, a 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage, and the Volkswagen T3 Custom, the Garden Murray Automotive T.50S, and the 75 Chevy Blazer Custom. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Jordan Bilgo, who helped me get like literally 4 out of these 12 cars, and also a shout out to Dave Decker from the club. He always gives super cool deals on stuff that I buy for him. So thank you, Jordan, and thank you, Dave.
Okay. At number 1, we have the 90 Honda Civic EF. Well, needless to say, this has been a very highly sought after casting because it's JDM, it's Civic, and definitely people were going crazy over this casting. So, it was considered an awesome score if folks found this in the store. So definitely a cool looking car, very vintage. So it has VTEC, Civic, VTEC. Yeah, so this appeared in 2 other recolors, a nice light blue and a lime green. So those squeeze colors, they definitely make a nice triplet along with this red edition. All right, at number 2, we have the custom Cadillac Fleetwood. Pretty cool. So it gives a lot of Count Dracula vibes, doesn't it? All right, so those classic stripes there. So there we have the custom Cadillac Fleetwood at number 2. At number 3, we have a fantasy casting called Small Block. Some of my collector friends were saying that, they even many times when you're like going back and trying to fill some vacant spots in your red edition collection, it ends up being these fantasy castings. So, that's the truth. I know, I remember I was missing a flash drive or something like that. It was one of those fantasy castings. So that one was kind of like hard to find. And thankfully, a member from my local collectors club hooked me up. So that was pretty fun. All right. So there we have Small Block. Was it Small Block? Yes, Small Block. All right. So packaging wise, the red editions do call out that congratulations, you just scored a Target only exclusive vehicle. Collect all 12, find them throughout the year only at Target. So the packaging definitely, emphasizes that it's a Target exclusive. At number 4, we have the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. And this was actually the last piece that I collected in the set, right? So Jordan kind of like fixed me up with it last night. So definitely a very beautiful execution. I think in the main line, this would have been part of like the Mustang 60th, I guess, because Mattel / Hot Wheels is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Mustang this year. All right, so there we have Shelby. Red, which is basically, designating that it's a red edition car and not just some random red car, All right, there we have the Shelby GT 500. At number 5, we have a 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. And I think the mainline version of the car is probably the inverse of it because it is white with a red stripe. I often kind of like skipped it, but maybe next time I will pick it up and do a comparison. So there we have Rescue, Rebel, and a Red, Ram, and everything. So Ram, I somehow feel that the Ram is actually a little um, offset to the side. I'm not sure if that's an error or if that's pretty much how it's on every casting. All right. So there we have the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. Something tells me there was a Zamac in this casting too. So with green rims and everything. At number 6, we have the Mercedes-Benz 500E. Now, the peculiar thing about this car is that it's not a red, right? It's just like a super deep shade of brown or something like that. So I'm not sure if it was intentional or if it was, a job that went wrong, right? So I don't know why they made a completely brown looking car as a red edition. If somebody has any information about it, please drop a comment. All right. But definitely a very beautiful car indeed. I always dig those metal flake finishes, right? So there we have the Mercedes-Benz 500E. All right. So the last 6 red editions, I was lucky enough to find them in the stores myself. All right. So at number 7, we have a pretty beautiful looking Datsun 240Z. And the reason I kind of like call it out is because of its execution. All those Japanese cherry blossoms, the sakura, and, it says red and 240Z for decals, for decos, and on the top it says T. Now you may wonder what that T stands for. I think in the mainline miniseries, this is part of the HW Art cars. So the HW Art cars, they're possibly like 10 cars, I think. So a set of 10 cars that have HWARTCARS on the top, right? So this is the car that has T of art on the top. So there we have a very beautiful Datsun 240Z. All right, at number 6. Sorry, at number 7. At number 8, you have a pretty stunning Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. Now, you may ask, hey, that's completely, black. Why would that be called a red edition? The reason I threw a lot of surprise over this car being a red edition is because this is literally like the first brown car that we are seeing being delivered as a red edition, right? We have had black colored cars in the past as red editions, so that didn't really come off as a surprise. Maybe less of a surprise now than it came the first time. So this is the Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. I think this kind of like made its debut last year, I guess. Yes, and or maybe this year. I'm not able to recollect off the top of my head. I think it was this year. Yes, two colors, white and possibly an orange, and now a red edition. It has 63 written on it. Not sure if that's a significance. So a red, and then classic Lamborghini front grille and stuff like that. Nice little detail on the Lamborghini Bull right there. Okay. At number 9, we have the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage. Pretty cool. We have seen some of these Gas Monkey Corvettes in the past, and this is the first time it's being released as a red edition. So it's got the number 6 and a red designation and all that. Pretty cool looking decals, right? So it's got a little bit of a paint scratch on it, but well, hey, it's just a main line, right? All right, so there we have just trying to see if there is some kind of like a hidden Easter egg or something like a Transformers or something like that. All right. I know there wouldn't be a transformer. I was wondering if there was going to be like a monkey or something like that. Okay. At number 10, we have the Volkswagen T3 Custom. Now, this is a pretty interesting thing because this particular casting made its debut just in 2025. All right. And, already, so it just released this year, and already it's got like a red edition treatment, right? Which is pretty cool. All right. So, and the fun thing is it also has 25 on the windshield. So, which is basically the year that it made its debut appearance. So, a red, a Hot Wheels and a smiley and classic Volkswagen front grille. All right. Wow. This one's like super aerodynamic. Do you see that? So, it's a Volkswagen T3 Custom. So, I think that aerodynamic design is part of what the custom could mean. All right. Anyway, pretty cool looking van. So van lovers out there would definitely want to get their hands on a couple of these. Now, up next at number 11, I'm going to pinch out the camera just a little. All right. So at number 11, we have the Gordon Murray Automotive T.50S. I don't know if that S stands for seconds or something, but I'll just say 0.50S. All right. So pretty cool. Kind of like it's true to the fact that it's a red edition. It's got that nice red in it. Although these are the actual target reds, right? So this is a much deeper red, right? So pretty cool car. I think this kind of made its debut last year. Yep, the Gordon Murray Automotive made its debut last year in Hot Wheels. All right, so there we have. And the last one for 2025 red editions is a 75 Chevy Blazer Custom. All right, 12 on 12. Okay. I often confuse this lettering for a Dodge while it's actually supposed to be a Blazer. Okay. And then it also has some sponsor decals there. Let me see. Beltec. Yeah, that's what it says on the car too. So classic front Chevy grille and, red designation and stuff like that. Pretty cool execution. I mean, the fact that it's got those red and white stripes is really nice. And I think this year, even this Chevy Blazer, I think it was probably like M or N case, I can't remember. The basic mainline is like a reverse of this, just like what I said for the Ram. I think this one also has a reverse color in the mainline. So there we have it, a beautiful set of 12 cars. I have so far been able to collect these sets, successfully without any gaps. So hopefully that continues in the upcoming years. So what's your favorite? My favorite would definitely be the Volkswagen T3 Custom. That would be number one. The number two would be the Civic, and possibly the number three would be Shelby. So those would be by number three, or maybe on a second thought, the third position would be tied between the Shelby and the Datsun 240Z. So what are your favorites? Share your thoughts in the comments. Till I meet you guys next time, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome. Bye everyone.